Hello everyone, my name is Rainer and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included in our All Biobot Challenge. In the last episode we made this Rodriguez SPOM. So this is a self-powered oxygen machine, oxygen maker, generates oxygen and hydrogen via these electrolyzers, and we put our oxygen into these canister fillers where our bionic duplicants can then eat a large quantity of oxygen at once. At least that is the idea. So yeah, that was a great improvement. One of the things here is I have a power shut off without an automation wire. It's actually complaining about it. And I want to automate this a little bit because now I'm manually turning this off and on whenever we have enough oxygen here for these canister fillers. On top of that, something else that I want to do is the morale of my duplicants. We don't have a lot of options here. The best option is a nature reserve, but for a nature reserve, we have to find a good spot for that. And we need to have a spot where they walk through often. And I guess we have down here an area with 4 plants. Wait, do we actually have utilities? I don't think we have the park sign. Where is it? Is that at the top somewhere? I think it's at the top. Yeah, here it is. So we don't have this park sign. If we would, could we make this bottom area a nature reserve? I mean, the positioning of the buildings is actually horrible. We don't have any doors at the center areas here. So yeah, this area is gonna get too big very quickly. Let me see. We have a park 64, nature reserve 120. So it is quite big, but I think this is just going to be too big. I mean, I could move the research station a bit out of the way, removing this from the building size. We could also move this storage bin to the back. I mean, what do we have in here actually? Only garbage. And these gas fans that we installed last time are in an amazing spot actually. So also those we should move around. Soldering station also would be better at a different spot. Maybe behind here or something. Actually this might be a better spot for a transformer or something. Maybe I can make this, because we are walking through here. We have to go to bed, we have to use all these machines, so we are using this ladder a lot. So maybe I'm just gonna work making that. Have we used this a lot? Status. Do we see this somewhere? Uptime. Cobalt ore. The generator. We are using this quite a bit, apparently, which is odd. We shouldn't require this to be used. But I guess once someone gets on it, it will be on there for a long time. Think we should raise this a bit, 40%. And this one should be lower, right? We should have this as a backup instead of doing this first and then this second. Yeah, I think that is already a good swap. Okay, but we're going directly off topic. So I want to start automating this a little bit better. As I said, we have now oxygen until here, and I want to automate the switch. So what I'm going to do is the following. We're going to use the double gas bridge trick. So what you do here is you make 2 gas bridges in a row with a pipe through it, through the ins and the outs. And what normally will happen, let's jump over here as well. What normally happens is you will always jump over. So it will always jump to the first out here and then go further. However, if this is full, then the gas will move to the second slot. And this will be a sign, okay, we are full, therefore this is now filled, and we should stop sending more, or stop this mechanism, because we don't want to always run this all the time. So the second one should require then a gas pipe element sensor. Wait, how does that? I thought I had it, but how can I not put a gas element sensor on in? I want to check that. I'm pretty sure I did this before. Gas pipe element sensor must be built in unoccupied space. So what I could do, wait, so I cannot put it on a bridge in. So I can still do approximately the same thing. We have a bridge. Normally we jump over, but if this one is full, we make a bypass, and the bypass should go back into this, because I think then you don't get priority. So if I do this, let me think. I think that should work, right? The problem is I don't have a way of getting through this. So what I could do, let's make this a little bit higher. Ventilation, gas bridge. We make one here, we make one there. Then a gas pipe like this. So as I said, typically, let's make this pipe here as well. And the bridge there, okay? So typically we jump over and go further. However, if there's too much oxygen, then we go like this, and then this here becomes filled. And then I actually want to make sure, how do I ensure that this then gets priority? I should maybe go down with this here actually. Let me see, because I want to empty this again first once this is used. So let's go like this and this. Gas bridges have priority. Wait, is this correct? Yeah, if it's full, it's full, but now this will be emptied first. I think this should quite a construction like this. And then we can disconnect this and this. Okay, now we should be able to put an element sensor on this, but we cannot put one on this pipe. Why not? Yeah, we can put on the pipe here, but we can put it here. I can't. Now I'm confused. Cancel this again. Cancel. Is this here? No, I can't. Oh no, I cannot build here, but I can build there and there. So these two are free. Okay, we have to make the bridge here, the bridges. Ventilation, gas bridge. One more time. There and there. Connect these up. Connect those up. And go here, jump over this here, and I guess we can go via here, like so, and have a gas bridge. Okay, now, this, I want to build the element sensor, yes, the second one, exactly, and if this is oxygen, I want it to be red, so we have automation, so it detects oxygen, it will be green, but it has to go through a NOT gate. So let's go up, then here we go down. We want to have a NOT. I don't have a NOT yet. We do have a bridge, but I want to have a NOT gate here. Wait a minute. Missing automation. Here is the filter, buffer, or, and AND gates. There's the NOT gate. I want this one. Let's do this one first. And then this should be good to go. I mean, it's off now anyway. Once I put this wire here, it's going to be off for sure. But yeah, let's build this. This should work. Next up. Duplicants are hurt a bit, but so a washing room. Should I build it here, or do I actually want to build it here? I mean, I can just pipe it down here. That's not the problem. Maybe I'm just gonna make a washing room here. Let me see. We need the plumbing, the gunk extractor. Let's put that there. Does this use power? It doesn't. And then we need to have a sink actually. Let me see. Room overlay, latrine +1. Yeah, this needs a plumbed wash station. The gunk extractor counts as a flush toilet. Check it again. Category flush toilet. Okay. So we also need to have the sink in here, and then we need to make sure to get the water in there. How big does it need to be? Minimum 12. That's fine. I'm gonna dig up this here. We just need a small room, to be honest, but I am gonna add some tiles here as well, like this. Dig up this, and then we can make some piping. The plumbing, liquid pipe, granite is fine. We just have this go like this, and then we need some clean water piping. Let me think. Could branch it off here, and then the dirty water goes down here somewhere. Should I just dump it or store it? Maybe I'm just gonna store the dirty water. So let's come out of here. We go down, and then here we're just gonna go up, and then I'm gonna have a liquid reservoir there, plumbing a bridge, like so, and some more piping into there. Let's just make a pipe there as well. That should keep us going for a bit. Let's actually dig up a bit of here. It's nothing crazy. Should be fine. And then we can close this off. I'm just gonna close it here. So, and then this will be our latrine, which will give us 2 extra morale, which is a lot. But how long does that bonus work? The washroom morale +2. I don't know if that's... Yeah, I don't know how long that takes. because I don't think they go into here every day, every cycle. Now building this here with priority. Actually, not with priority, but it's being built rather quickly. This space. So this is all in. Again, important not to connect these two. By default, we jump over. If we have this full, then this one gets filled. And I guess how it's now set up, this one will stay filled until everything behind it is emptied out. But that's okay, but it takes a little bit longer. So here we want to select oxygen. If select oxygen here, we get a red signal. So we bring a red signal over, and this we want to, why is it saying red right now? Gas pipe, interesting, inactive. Wait, does this require the, it has power if it requires power? Strange. Why is this red? It's inactive. Oh yeah, because it doesn't detect oxygen. So it's red. A lot of negatives. But yeah, here we can see Gizmo is eating the oxygen, and we need more oxygen in there actually. So let's enable this for a bit. Can I actually enable? I can. So let's generate some more oxygen. It will take this path now, and we can fill up these again. Wait, did they also eat up the... Oh no, there's a little bit of hydrogen in there. This one can go left only. I'm actually gonna disable this again, because they have just taken oxygen. I want to see my automation work. How's our power banks? We don't have any power banks, but we are charging, and we have plenty of power in the duplicants. Okay, that's great. Research. Okay, we're getting close. Just need this. I am going to move this over these, because we are going to put some doors in here. Research complete. Okay, that's great. So now we can put our NOT gates like this. And that should already automate this system. We still have this pipe here that is a little bit weird. Should I just disable these? I wonder. Wait, I should have done it the other way around, because I cannot disable this side unless I connect this up as well, because then I can cut these off from power, and I just run the right side of this Rodriguez. Placing this, that's useful. Okay. Oh wait, now this is not through this thing anymore. That was wrong. So this conductive wire has to be deconstructed immediately. You move there. So how do I get this to work? Then I have to go to here, right? That's a little bit more work. I have to go like this. Okay. Automation is now in. So it tells the system that there's no oxygen here, and it will keep running until this is backed up. But yeah, once I have this in, I actually want to cut off these here, because it's so what I can do, cut off this, and this should be fine. We're just not using the left side, because we don't need it. Yeah, we just have this as a backup for the future. Once we need it, we can use it, and we'll see how this automation works. We still have hydrogen gas in there. I don't know how to get that out actually. I guess I could deconstruct and reconstruct, but that's not optimal. Let's actually deconstruct this one. Then we can move our manual generator. Should I put this one there? Maybe I'll put this one there. We can deconstruct these vents. Deconstruct this one. Oh, we have to research stuff. That's good. And we deconstruct this and the soldering station. So the soldering station we can actually build there. We could make a wire like this instead of that. Okay, we are looking a little bit better now. Pneumatic doors. Let's actually just make double. Oops. Actually, is that good? Yeah, let's just make double pneumatic doors. There we cannot make it. I want to make a horizontal one here. Close this off. This is actually quite large here with the water. Shall we do it from there? Research station. Where can we put it instead? There, maybe we put it here like this, and then this one can go. And here also we can make the doors. There we can make a door, and yeah, this just needs to go deconstruct. And the sludge press we can move over, and this we want to deconstruct. Okay, we can open all these doors up, so that's not an issue. Sludge press ready there. Conductive wire to that. How's this? This is still running. Okay, and then here we can make 2 more doors. Why is this not being switched? Open. Priorities, toggling. Everyone toggles. Okay. Here we make a door like this, and then a tile, and open this. Okay, now we have this area. How big is this room? It's not actually a room, why not? 147. Well, okay, what we can do, I have another trick. What I can do is put a door here. Oh, Not there? There. Oh wait, we need to research the park sign, right? Park sign. Being researching there, that's good. Open this up. And this one. Oh yeah, the piping also needs to be fixed, I guess. Oh, piping. Wait, we don't have any mud for this one. Let me see. Mud. We have mud here. Search press is running. Some water's coming here, so this will get water. And worst case, we can reuse this water for the sink, I guess. And the sink doesn't generate additional water. Let's actually go up. Yes. Well, that was quick. So if we would make a water sieve there, and we could reuse this water there, but we do need power for that. Let's set this up, because then we also don't need to bring over more water. We can just reuse the water here. Let's do it like that. Yeah, we need power here though. How much do we have on here? Yeah, we can cut this off, I guess. I mean, then I also don't need the storage, but it's okay. Liquid pipe, this over, and then we can go to here, I guess. And then all we need is power. Do we have enough iron for this trajectory? We don't. Okay, let's make a bit more cobalt. Blueprints. Chip. We don't have a chip yet. Electrical engineering. We don't have that one actually. Machinery, athletics, that's great. Cuisine, agriculture, that actually doesn't matter. Let's just take Chip here. All right, Chip. Chip, what are you gonna do actually? Priorities. Chip, good at operating, so let's put you in there. Attacking, toggling. That's gonna be by default up. May life support as well. Let's say doctoring, we don't do that. Maybe we have one additional one. Rocketry by default is disallowed. Tidying is fine. Cooking, I mean, there's no need for that. Actually, we can just leave that standard. And decorating, I'm going to disallow. Researching by default is going to be disallowed. Farming, ranching. I mean, we can just have a supplier store and tidy. So, Chip, you're just going to be a runner. Let me see. There's electric engineering. We don't have any other. Let's see. We're going to make a strength booster for you. Maybe 2. Soldering. Maybe here. Tidying. Yeah, you can be the pipe and wait, we have a tidying, right? We don't need that anymore. We can get an for art. Yeah, we can make one of these, I guess. But what I do need to make is more of these. I mean, we have 6 units now filled and 6 empty, but I do want to have more to make sure we get everything filled. Stay having everything filled. I want to have another storage bin somewhere, maybe here. Pipe, this pipe can go. Okay. We have a little bit of recycling going on. And soon, this is going very quick, this researching. Very soon, we will have a park sign. And then with this extra door, we have now a 100 tile room. Right here we have a washroom +2, +1. And this can be with a park sign. We have enough. We have 4 plants in there. I think the 4 was the minimum, right? It's in. I need one more wire here. Okay. That is powered. We need sand, of course. Yeah, we have sand. Then this should be more than... Actually, we don't need this much water here. So we can shut this down again and then connect it to here. And then this water can just go up there. And then I can remove all these pipes. Yeah. And actually we can deconstruct this, let's not deconstruct this one here, not the bridge, but the pipe, because I just want to run the pipe through there. Actually, let me see, this is still going. Why is that taking so long? Are we having power issues? Doesn't look like it. Not sure. 29, 55, 43, 74. Guess we can make one more here and then have the pipe go the other way. So we have 1 for each duplicant. Power is looking great. Everyone is about full and we still have some eco banks here. Maybe I'm gonna move this jumbo battery to here. Set this to sweep only all. Okay, that is in now. Oh, this is already full. Oh wait, this should be set to 200. We can make some more storage bins there. And then this one we can set to the empty eco power bin bank is a 9. And this can be sweep only all. So they are all in here. So we can distribute them this one. Maybe this crafting table we can also move back. So we can put another charger here if we need to. Research. This we don't really need that much now. Polymer press, oil well, not now. Really need that. I mean, this we're getting close to requiring the material study. This may be something for the next episode. Then we have here germ sensors. Not really necessary now. Desalinator. This might be good for the brine geyser that we have. But I think we're just gonna continue with this one, and then maybe this in some fairly standard stuff, and then maybe at the bottom we can do some more. These this automation. Yeah, let's continue there. Oh wait, park sign. Park sign should have it now. There it is. We're gonna make it out of sedimentary rock here, and then this should be a huge boost. I mean, actually, let me see. Yeah, duplicants are at 10 now because of the latrine, and this should be 15. So I think that means we can just assign all the skill points now without any issues. So complex processing, no issue. We have 15. This is 1, 3. Yes, perfectly 15 as well. And the 15er, it was with poor decor, which is fair enough. So here is 16, for example. You could just assign everything. Chip, you are getting a hat here. Right. That's great. Oh, we'll get the nature reserve buff. Research complete. Okay. Colony achievement. What is this achievement? Yeah, we got a lot of stuff actually. Vitals. Yeah, everyone except Ulti now is good to go. Hop and Chip, you're gonna get soldering station. So give you an extra booster slot. And you're gonna get let's give you masterwork. No, let's give you the strength booster. So, and the other guys, let me see. Digger, I guess Ulti, you need to 2 extra power banks. That is actually amazing. You have 8 power banks. Yeah, I'm gonna move this one. Conductive wire. So then we were still building something here. No. Deconstruct this as an 8. I put another charging station here. Very good. Eco banks. Yeah, and this can reach everything here. So we have 3 charges now. We are using a lot of coal. We're dropping down quickly. So we still need to do something about our power. Although there's a big coal pocket here. I think there was also a big pocket up here. This here, actually submitted by a scan here. And we're gonna go down here. And slowly work on this stuff. Colony achievement earned. What is that? Oh, okay. Is that an achievement? We have here actually a artifacts. Specs. There's all data banks here. Let's build a couple of ladders here out of, what do we have here? Igneous rock, sedimentary rock, igneous rock. We actually need to have them here. And then we can start digging for, there we go. 27 tons, that doubled our cool, perfect. And let me see, we have skills. Yeah, we can go into power banking. So Ulti will have 2 more power banks. Ulti will be the first to have that actually. Right. Wait, did we have, yeah, we have this Masterworks booster actually. We have more boosters? No, this is getting very low. Maybe we do need to have a manual power wheel, aviation lamp. Let me see, power generator. Let's put one there. No research focus select. That's not good. Let's do this one. Yeah, we are using too much power. I guess the extra charger really takes a beating. We are a little bit on the plus, but we do need a lot more. I guess I could. Maybe I'm just gonna remove this again. We're gonna make another coal generator here. We need more power. Oh, and the automation wire has to go there, of course. And this should be able to be loaded by this. We have another electrical engineering, but this one has decreased athletics. That's not great. I'm just gonna get the rust for now. Also, 5 is a nice spot to be at the moment. Output pipe full. What is this? Oh yeah, we need to connect these up. This stopped, which means we have gas here. Yeah, perfect. And it stopped everything here. I like it. Which means that this is now full of oxygen. Mostly oxygen. We are eating. Popped eardrums. Why? Oh, we have high oxygen pressure here, so actually. But why? Is that because they're dumping this oxygen here? Actually, what I could do, yeah, I guess this is now gonna run again, right? Yeah, it's running again because this is now empty again. Yeah, okay, that works perfectly. We have a morale up massively, and this pipe doesn't do anything at the moment, so we could also get rid of it again. Might be good if we have a lot more duplicants to supply with oxygen. So batteries are now full. We are charging. How are we? Oh, this is not. Oh, this is really nice. Yeah, they all have good status, and we are just taking a lot of power. So we're gonna run through the coal fairly quickly. We still need to find an additional, an alternative power source, either geothermal or the hydrogen that we saw. I don't mean this hydrogen because that's not going to be enough. Although we are positive here, so we do make a little bit more hydrogen than its automation. Sends a red signal when the high threshold until low threshold is reached. So if we say, if we're at 100%, I want to burn up until I'm at 95. 90, because we do need to make sure that this doesn't overflow. This is gonna burn some power, I guess, but yeah, this is what I can do. So this sends a red signal, which we can make green, when the reservoir is high until low is reached. So if I connect this up, if I connect this up here, then I think the green will override the red. Let me check that. So NOT gate, let's add that in first. There. Automation wire, like so. So yeah, this is green. We're gonna make it not, so it becomes red. Okay, but once this gets to full, we will override it to green to make sure we don't back up. And I guess we can make this to 90, 97 or something. Just need to make sure that we don't overfill it too much. But I think before we get to that stage, we're gonna make another tank to, yeah, store a bit more of this instead of just burning it blind. Am I? Duplicants not doing anything. Popped eardrums. Oh, your stress is fine. We have power. We're doing amazing, actually. Don't have any empty power banks. Yes, 0. 6 are charged. I mean, that's fantastic. So I guess once the power banks are full, we're also using less coal. But maybe I want to have some kind of hospital bed. Okay, we have researched something again. So if we're gonna do, is it medicine? And a triage cot. Let's make 2 of those, or 1, maybe 1. So make it here, because we still have duplicants that are very hurt. Let's actually say, may not use this code until the health falls below 70. Let's make it 85, because I think these two, they are both, yeah, Gizmo 2 and Ulti, still hurt from this geyser. So yeah, now you're actually gonna get healed. All right. Gizmo 2 still doesn't have the nature reserve buff? How can that be? Interesting. Where is Gizmo 2? Oh, he's actually there. And I think, yeah, we just need to start digging out the whole map, I guess. Because we need to make space. And yeah, we just need power. We need to see how to get that in a proper manner. I think we will need to get into the materials study in order to get, so we need to get these here in order to get the solar panel. But I think the steam, where's the steam generator? Oh, it's here. It's also with material study. Oh yeah, they're next to each other. I am blind. Okay, yeah. So renewable energy, very important. Solar panels are amazing. We could go to the top and get our power there. And with this, we can get some geothermal power. Both would be fantastic, because running on coal is not a long-term thing, especially not without hatches, which I don't think I have seen yet here. But I'm gonna leave it here. We made some amazing progress. We automated something in this series, I think for the first time. We automated this. Well, yeah, we automated some basic stuff, but that doesn't really count. But yeah, we're actually making a bit of progress. I'm still very worried about the power. That's still the biggest concern. But at least our power banks are getting charged now. So that's great. And our morale is now very good. Although, okay, that's problematic. 3% per cycle. That's not too bad. But yeah, we need to make sure that we also use the nature reserve sufficiently. So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching if you're still here, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't done that yet. See you in the next episode.